Good morning, traders. Jefferson Fossey here with Walsh Trading. It is a couple ticks here after 7:45. It is Monday, November 10th. Please keep in mind futures trading does involve substantial amounts of risk, certainly not suitable for all investors, traders, or producers. Let's take a look and see what the markets did here to end the week. Last week, how some of them might have started the week here in the overnight session. And see what might happen here later on this week, starting off as we normally do here with the livestock markets. December fat cattle 257 higher here on Friday. So is February. February is up about $3. Both of those markets kind of holding right around this orange line here. This is the 38% retracement, kind of holding a little bit of support here to finish off the week. You did have higher highs, higher lows. And that's about the most bullish technical thing I can tell you about the cattle markets. Market's relatively oversold here, 11 and 4 is where I've got stochastics. MACD is weakening, or is weak. It looks like it's strengthening here a little bit, but that might just be because the market slowed its roll here a little bit. Feeders are also right around this a good Fibonacci retracement there at the 50% level, and that's off of this year's lows to this year's highs. Same thing here with fat cattle here. This is off the lows that we put in way back here in September of last year. So they're right at a decent Fibonacci support level here for both fats and feeders. Fundamentally, we still have less cattle and more people to feed, so I think everything is still fundamentally bullish. Obviously, the market's been an aggressive sell-off here for the last 3 weeks. It's just a question of how much longer that can continue. Lean hogs here, 42 higher here on Friday. Big bearish day here on Thursday last week, down $1.62, closing on the lows of the day. Lower lows, lower highs on Friday here, holding just above that 50% Fibonacci retracement here in hogs as well. Overall, the market's got a pretty decent downtrend to it. You had pretty high volume here on Friday. Could indicate that folks are just kind of jumping out of the market here a little bit. Yeah, I expect the hog market to keep getting weaker here, perhaps a test of those July 15th lows here down around that 77 area is a reasonable target here. We finished 79.40 on Friday. December corn here, lower lows, lower highs here on Friday, down $0.015, 427.25. This morning they're working on a bullish engulfment here, 429. We're up $0.0175, kind of taking out most of the range here that we had here on Friday. My short-term averages 5 and 10-day mark are flipping over to the sell side. However, when we look at this on a weekly basis, they're actually flipping over to the buy side here on the weekly chart. So short-term might get a little bit weak here, but overall I do expect the corn market to try and continue to work its way up. It's got to get through that 200-day resistance there at 436 here. March is kind of doing the same thing. It's up a couple cents here. It also kind of held at that 38% retracement from the recent lows to the recent highs, and also working on a bullish engulfment there, no matter what the daily sell signal might say. So yeah, and I do think corn market wants to go higher. Soybeans gapped higher here overnight. Didn't really leave a gap on the chart. There's just a tick between Friday's high and the overnight low here that we had here at 11.18 half. Friday's high was 11.18 quarter. Can't really feel much more of a gap than that. I like the bullish activity here over the last couple of days, but we're still working within Thursday's big bearish trading range here. We were down 26.75 here on Thursday. Up 9.5 here on Friday, up 7.5 here this morning, back up above the 5-10-day averages. I do like the bean market here from the long side. I also like the corn market here from the long side. Might get a little volatile here as we continue to work our way up. Christmas soy meal on Friday up about $4.50, 440 higher. This morning it's up 50 cents, 317.60. Market is still in an uptrend here, but Thursday's big bearish down day. We're still Friday's trade and today's trade here so far still well within that range here. Short-term averages seem to be rolling over a little bit, and this market might have run up a little bit too far too fast, although late last week Thursday's lows did kind of coincide with the highs that we had here back early in June, so the market may have retraced to a support level it's comfortable with before it pushes higher here again. again. Looking over here to December soybean oil, continuing to go sideways here like it's been for what, the last week and a half or so, just kind of grinding right along this 200-day moving average. Today that moving average is at 48.60. We're trading at 49.86. The overnight low here was 49.58. So we'll open it up right on that moving average and bouncing right back up a little bit. Not a whole lot of momentum here on the soy meal. Stochastics are kind of pointing higher, but the market's really been sideways, not only for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, but really for the last couple of months here, going back to September 22nd. Chicago wheat is up 7 1/4 here this morning, 5.35. Thursday, Friday, big bearish days here, falling back from the high, 3-month highs that we set here on Wednesday. Came back to that 38% retracement, got a little bit through it here on Friday. This morning they're working on another upward movement, up 7 1/4 here. 100-day moving average going to give you some resistance here at 5.35. Really need to see the wheat market get back up above that to reignite the bulls here, in my opinion. Same thing here with KC wheat. That is trading back up above that 100-day moving average in KC. That number is 5.24 3/4. Today it's at 5.27 1/4, up about 8 cents here in KC wheat. Yeah, I do tentatively like the wheat markets here from the long side as well. They've been beat down for quite some time. Maybe not jump in and close your eyes and buy the futures kind of long, bullish, but I do think that there are some decent call option positions out there that can give you a reasonable opportunity to profit. Only one other market that I've got a new trade to recommend, or a trade signal in here today. Let's put it that way. December gold's up $90, $89 here at the moment, higher, trading 4,099.60. 5-10-day moving averages crossing over to the bullish side. Gold is now trading at the highest it's been here since October 27th, making 2-week highs here today. Kind of held right along that 38% retracement here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days before finally breaking out to the upside here today. Yeah, I do like gold here from the long side. Also, coincidentally, the 5 and 10 days are hooking over toward the bullish side. Silver market's up $1.60, $1.58 higher here. Those moving averages turned bullish here exactly 1 week ago here today. Market's kind of been sideways, but breaking up to the highest it's been here in a couple, 2-3 weeks. I think gold and silver want to head back higher here. That's all I've got here to start off the week. I do appreciate you guys listening. If you have any questions, comments, please reach out. Let me know how I can help. Thanks for listening. Remember, like, share, subscribe. It's all free.